Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Today is February 24th, and we are
the SABLE Stitchers.
If you're new here, welcome. We are always excited to have new people tell us that they joined us and found us. And SABLE is an acronym for Stash Accumulated Beyond Life Expectancy. And so we're happy to share our stash with you and hopefully give you a little inspiration. And also, we just look forward to encouraging community. We love your comments. We love getting to know you. And I know we're going to meet a couple of you at our first upcoming retreat.
It's coming in 2 months.
So we're looking forward to that.
So I'm Lenny.
Oh, yes, names are important. I'm Roberta. You can find me on Instagram at Roberta Lyle.
And you can find me on Instagram at L. Eisenberg.
All right. So it's been 2 weeks since our last floss tube. There's been a lot happening. So.
Yeah, a little big life update recently. I had a birthday.
And Super Bowl.
Oh, and Super Bowl. That's right. Go Chiefs! Yay!
It was amazing how many people were, nice about the Chiefs winning.
Thank you for supporting our Chiefs.
We appreciate that.
And we still want to be friends with all our Philadelphia friends. Or I hope you're friends with us. But it was a great game. I think they played.
That was
a very nice, a very good. It was a great Super Bowl game. No matter who won, it was a great game.
Yes.
So, and I had a birthday.
You had a birthday. That was fun.
So thank you everyone for the good wishes and it was a fun day. I just spent the day in my jammies, and I'll tell you why in a minute. And but it was a nice day, and I have been able to stitch a whole lot these last 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago, my grandson had a school play, and for some reason, I had stepped off the curb, and something popped in the back of my leg, and so I have been laid up for these last 2 weeks and going to get an MRI here pretty soon. But it's feeling better, and but just not being able to move around. Actually, coming out here was the first time I've been in a car for 2 weeks. So,
oh my goodness.
Except going to the doctor. But I'm feeling better. I'm curious to find out what it is, besides I had a birthday and I'm older. But
yeah.
Anyway. So, But lots of fun stitching that I was able to do.
Well, we're glad you got out and that you made it over here and everything's going okay with
it feels good to put makeup on, clothes on, but it was kind of nice to stay in jammies and watching basketball.
Well, we did have some nice weather, though. Earlier this week we had really
my
pretty
birthday, it was February 20th, and oh my gosh, it was 62 or something that day.
Yeah,
it was a little windy,
nice.
But oh my gosh, it was just lovely outside. And I'll take that in February.
I planted some tulip bulbs and some narcissus bulbs kind of in pots around my house in December.
I was thinking narcissus bulbs.
Narcissus.
What's a narcissus bulb?
Daffodils.
Oh, gosh.
In pots, because I didn't get around doing it until December, and the ground was kind of frozen in some places. So some of those are starting to pop up. They're just like itty bitty little shoots. So, and I need to go. I had heliobores, or one of the first things to come up. I need to go see if those are up in the back of my house. So,
and also, my daughter was born on my birthday. So I kind of got double presents that year.
It's amazing how often that kind of thing happens. We were afraid that maybe Clara's cousin would be born on her birthday, but that did not happen. But I was born on the same day as my cousin, so.
And my cousin's born on my birthday.
Yeah.
Also.
Isn't that weird?
And we come from we have a very small family, so the statistics.
We have one small too.
We wind up on the same day, but so it was a happy day, and I got waited on. Really was treated like a queen because I couldn't get up. But anyway.
Well, that's kind of a drastic way to make sure that happens.
It is, and I don't want it to be like that. But
yeah. So I've just had a lot going on at work. A couple weeks ago, we had our first respite event. I work with our foster care ministry, so we had our first respite event for foster kids since before COVID. So that was kind of it was not a really big event as far as attendance, but just getting back into the rhythm of doing that and having new volunteers was something new. So that was a lot of fun. And then I have mentioned, if you've watched previous videos, quite a while ago I mentioned I've been a CASA volunteer for a lot of years. If you're not familiar with CASA, it stands for Court Appointed Special Advocate, and these are volunteers whose role, and every state does it a little differently, but here in Missouri I have to see or do like a video call with my kids once a month and then do a report to the court, and it's your job to kind of know how things are going, if they're getting, dental appointments and getting their, immunizations like they need, if they're how they're doing in school, if they're seeing a therapist, how that's going. And so my last case ended in October, and it didn't end very well. They did end up getting adopted by the foster mom, but it was not a good situation for just a lot of reasons. And but that was what they wanted, because they've lived in trauma all their lives. They don't realize when things are not the way they should be. And so it was very traumatic for me. So I had to step away for a few months. And so I just got a new case. My supervisor, the same one I've had all 10 years I've been with the agency, is leaving. And so he asked me to take over one of the cases he's been kind of serving on. And so I went up to visit the kids for the first time, hour and a half north of Kansas City, because they don't have enough foster families in our city to take all the kids. And so a single mom who was adopted too, has 2 other foster kids, took them in, and they're doing well. They'd never been to school. They're 13 and 10. Dad had never sent them to school. So, but they're great kids. They're doing well. They're in a really good situation. So hoping
what
this
a difference
one will have
in their little lives.
Yeah, yeah. So that was new. And then, like I said, we had Ash Wednesday services. Even though we're Methodist, we have Ash Wednesday services, and we do the imposition of ashes on your forehead and all that. And that's I really appreciate that service. I think it's a good way to start Lent. So did that, and so just lots of things going on. So,
okay.
All right. We had some questions on our last video, and one of them was someone asked what retreats Teresa Kogut is going to be at. And if you go to the SABLEStitcher.net website and Google Teresa, and she does not use an H in her name, it's Teresa. I put you don't Google it, there's a search bar there. You put in Teresa Kogut, and two popped up, and one of them is The Gathering Session 2, and that is in Wisconsin. That's being put on by what is it? The primitive something. It's a woolen. They do woolen quilts. Lisa Bonjean. It's Lisa Bonjean's company. So
Primitive Gatherings.
Okay. So that is on the website. So if that's something of interest, I recommend checking it out. I do remember talking to the shop on that one. There's not an online registration for that. If you're interested, you have to call the shop, and they will, tell you if they have openings and put you on the list. And then several people mentioned last time I showed a little piece that I had rescued, like a Rescue the Stitches piece. And it was just really cute little hearts and a cute frame. It had been professionally framed. And I bought it for the frame, but I do really like the heart, so I might just keep it like that for the foreseeable future. And that design, they said, was by Patty Connor from Sam Sarah Designs, if you were kind of wondering about that. So, all right.
Okay. Well, I said I had my grandson's play, and he was so excited. He wanted the main part, of course. He always wants the main part. But he wound up being the janitor in the play, and he was so funny. He had a mustache, and he looked like his grandpa, actually. Oh. But anyway, he had come out of the supply closet, to make his entrance, and he opened up the door. Do you know what he said?
No.
Supplies!
Really, or is this another joke?
It was a joke.
I can't believe that you
He was a
set up
janitor.
to one of them.
He did
so,
play
okay.
janitor, but it was a good setup.
Well, I mean, that just sounds like perfect role for Lenny's grandson.
Oh, well, we've got some finishes, previous finishes.
Yep.
You've got some? Okay.
Well, you go first because you have Thanksgiving. St. Patrick's Day.
You're so pretty.
And you are dressed for your St. Patrick's Day.
I do.
You're coordinated.
I've got, I shouldn't do that. Sorry. I'm kind of Valentine and St. Patrick's.
Oh, cute.
Sorry about that. I think I'll just stay seated.
Okay.
Okay. All right. These are some of my of getting back to cross stitching. So I kind of had fun with my finishing, but I do things a little different now. But I got this at Hobby Lobby. This was probably 2 or 3 years ago. And the little love, I'm going to guess it was either something I downloaded from Etsy, or it could have been Primrose Cottage. You know,
Okay.
I'm going to say either one. So that one turned out really cute.
Very cute.
This is a Stitching with the Housewives. And again, I got the background, and it came already like this with the little clip on. It had the little burlap already glued onto the end. So I just finished off my project and added some little carrots and bows. So Stitching with the Housewives. This is another Stitching with the Housewives. Here comes Peter Cottontail. And the backboard came from Hobby Lobby probably a couple years ago. And I used some fabric that I had on hand. It kind of looks like Chelsea's checks, and a bow. And so he turned out really cute.
Mm-hmm.
And
his little dungarees there.
yes, I used
these.
This was on 25 count Lugana, and I used Classic Colorworks, whatever the called for fabric was, or floss. So, and I love his jeans. Really are cute. I think that was old dungarees actually, or old
Okay,
blue.
that's a perfect color.
Yep. And let's see. Oh,
Go ahead.
I'll finish.
I'm just admiring your piece here.
That one got a little wrinkle.
Oh. Yeah.
So, Country Cottage Needlework. That's their series. And I do have January, February, March, April. And then I went to October and November. So, not all the year, but most of the year.
Very cute.
So I got that done. Oh, and because...
Is that 28 count linen?
Oh, I'm sorry. This one's 14.
14, okay.
This is a 14. And I used all the colors that was called for. And
So
just
it's
did it
about
on sticky
6
board.
inch,
And some,
6 inch square, something like that.
I think it is. I think when I measured it, it was exactly 6 by 6.
Okay.
See, what did I... This one was also a 14 count. It was kind of a chalkboard.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is also a 14 count. And I believe I just took it off of something. You know, I had something on it and I just thought the bunny was really cute. So
the framing piece or the finishing piece.
yeah, or the design. I think
Oh,
I
okay.
saw it,
Oh, the design,
something,
okay.
but I didn't want to do the whole thing, so I just pulled the little bunny out and I just did it on a little tobacco basket that I got
Okay.
at Hobby Lobby.
And you're not sure who the designer is?
No.
It's probably be hard to find.
Yeah,
so.
I think it was just in a magazine.
Okay.
Maybe it just cross stitch or something like that. I just thought,
Okay.
oh, that's cute. And then this, I know I showed you this, but because it was spring, and it's kind of a big old fat robin.
We have, our robins kind of stay around all winter, but yeah, you're definitely seeing more of them now.
And let's see, I think that one's on 25. Yeah, that one's on a 25 count mushroom. And again, I used...
Pretty.
And that one is... oh, shoot. I know you guys are yelling at me.
Oh,
Is that Artful Offerings?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Artful Offerings. And I used all the colors that they called for. And if anybody has done this, you're going to notice it. But I didn't count right. But I'm going to tell you because you'll know. This little hook is supposed to go this way.
Oh.
And I didn't count right. So it went that way.
I think it looks fine.
Because you'll say, wait a minute, my hook went the other way. But anyway. And then I just, I set it on an easel. So I did cover the back in just a smaller board. And my daughter, Roberta was at my house. My daughter had brought me a little pick-me-up. And we got these at the, oh, no, I guess it was Kay. Kay was,
okay.
And we have an antique shop that we go to. And these are little felted bunnies. And she does all the seasons. I have some Halloween and Christmas. And so she went and
Looks
she
like
picked
a
me.
little peep. It's kind of like a little peep,
I
green.
love his little mint green, and I put him in
very
with
nice.
I put him in with this little guy. He sits by this little guy because
It's very nicely done.
the fabric is
Oh, it is so
like
sweet.
the same color as the little buddy, so he looks cute. And then she bought me a little carrot. So
Cute.
So she bought that for me on my birthday. So she's so sweet.
Very sweet.
This came from Under the Wool and Willow. I thought it was a pattern, and so I had ordered it, and I checked my Etsy, and it didn't come, and it didn't come, and it didn't come. Poor Lenny. I'm so pretty too. It was already made. So Michelle,
Very nice.
That's very beautiful, and it sits in my little dough bowl, and I did get it. Okay. One other thing. This is nothing but because we are both Mimis.
Mimis.
So my girls had got me this little frame. It says what a Mimi is. A renowned spoiler of grandchildren. Asked Mimi and she'll get it. Saw it, liked it. Asked Mimi, got it. So is that not us or what?
Yes.
All right.
Fun.
So that's my finishes.
Very awesome.
My
So-
oh,
Go ahead.
what thing? I did this last summer. I was in a real quilting kick. I have a top finish. I'm going to get up real slow. Oh, okay. So this is my spring quilt. I still have the borders to put on it, and have it quilted in the backing. So, but I wanted to share it because it was spring. I always wanted a picnic blanket. Not that I had ever really put it on the ground, but I always just wanted a blanket.
Are these a certain,
You take a 10-inch layer cake.
Okay, but who's the layer cake by? Riley Blake?
If it's a Riley Blake, I
Okay.
do know that. I got it at Missouri Quilt. I'm sorry, because I had it before I actually did it. Hello. But you take a 10-inch layer cake and you cut one side off and then you cut the other side off. And it makes... Anyway, it's a very easy quilt. But I just love the spring colors. But yes, Riley Blake. And if she doesn't have this one, I know she has
Something similar.
many other ones.
Okay.
But so that's it. Okay, I can get down. Okay, it's like getting up.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. All right, your turn.
All right, so these
Oh.
are prior finishes.
I love
This
that
is kind
frame.
of like a Priscilla-inspired finish, and it just came on hot. I need to do regular glue because my hot glue keeps like drying and flipping off. I think this is Spring Frolic by Brenda Gervais, and this is in a. It's in
sorry.
see, it's in a. It's okay, I can just show you. I got this at a thrift store, and so it's like a little,
What a
it's a
neat
picture
find.
frame. You can see the reflection. Picture frame just has a little plastic covering, and so I just, I have this finished on a little oval piece of board. Put the rickrack on the outside and glued that on, and so then I just hot glue it there. And I'm gonna have to use regular glue so that it'll stick a little better.
Did you use sticky board for that?
Probably.
Okay. And when you do your oval cut, did you use a pattern or how? I'm asking for myself because I've got some oval, and for those of you that want to know,
I might have used. I either used like a hoop, an oval hoop, or she had a pattern. I don't remember right now on that one. This was a freebie from the Stitcherhood. I think she had them for all the seasons, and I think she still has a blog, and you can probably still go on her website and find that piece. This is another Brenda Gervais piece. I think it's spring delivery.
and did you finish these?
Yeah.
Oh, you
And
do
this
such good
little
work.
pom-pom finish. I did like the raw linen on the back, and I just put a little patch on the back.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I love the colors in that
And
one.
then
The little,
You got fiber
I
fill
did
in
fiber
there?
fill
Oh.
in there. Mm-hmm.
Gosh, that's pretty. Look at that. So pretty.
And then this was a design from Stitchy Princess Black, and I turned it into a little pillow. Again, I used 40 count ballet slippers.
Look at those little
and
tiny stitches.
I think crescent color. Works.
Oh.
I'd have to, if you're interested in knowing what the floss is, let me know, and I'll have to look it up on Instagram.
And your
But
chenille.
yeah,
Oh. So the colors,
I thought
gorgeous.
this was just a little fun thing for spring.
So I think I tend to go the pillow route. I get to the end and it's like, what do I want to do with this? It's like, it's a pillow. It just calls to me a
Pillows
pillow.
are the easiest
Oh, I
for
love-
me and the least stressful thing to do. This is LaDDa, and I bought the frame at Michael's and framed it myself, and it's not perfect.
It looks great.
and fussed to try to get it all
Because you got your borders lined up.
even, pretty much.
You did
and so-
really good job.
But yeah, that was just a frame. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, now I'm right. It's either Michael's or Hobby Lobby. It was one of those where I ordered the frame from.
And LaDDa's going to be at our retreat, isn't she? Isn't she one of the guests?
Let me think.
I think she is.
Could be.
I think so. I'm so excited.
I think you're right,
Because I
yes.
haven't seen her yet, so I'm really
Yeah,
excited.
because I saw it finally at the Farm Girl gatherings, and yeah, you are correct. I was just looking that up, so I should remember. And then this I did quite a while ago.
Oh, my.
This was a Brenda Gervais booklet, and I think it had, this was supposed to be like a little sampler design, and I turned it into a pillow. So we'll
That's a
applique.
great. I love that. I love these bigger pillows.
yeah.
I really do, because you can really.
On,
Oh gosh, that's so cute.
and I'm trying to think what I stitched this on. I think this is like,
It's a linen of some sort, isn't it?
it might be like an old feed sack. I think
Oh.
I stitched that on an old feed sack.
Perfect material.
It has, over the years, it bled a little over here for whatever reason. I mean, it's not been
I
wet
didn't even
that I
notice
know
it.
of, but
That just looks primitive to me.
yeah. But love that design. So I don't know if those are still available. If that's something you're interested in, you might need to just keep an eye out on the
Closer,
secondary
closer.
market.
We look like Easter eggs.
Yes.
Really bright Easter eggs today.
Okay, so that is it for my while ago finishes. I have
Yeah,
a couple
okay.
more recent, but
All right. All right. Let's see. Where are we?
are you going into whips?
I think we're ready for whips.
Okay, I'll show. I have this. I don't think I was 100% finished with this. This is Fall Most of All by Calico Confectionery. I think I just had a little bit of filling in berries and that kind of thing. That's on 36
Did you
count.
finish it?
Yes.
Oh, yay!
36 count Winter's Brew. And
Oh,
so-
Roberta, that turned out so pretty.
Yeah.
She does such beautiful
I will be
work.
really happy. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet.
pillow.
But that will be, yes, maybe. Because I'm not going to be able to finish it the way I thought I was going to finish it. And then, my little pile. Here it is. So I had finished the two little red work pieces that I got from Needlework Press in October when I was at Country Samplers, Boxwood Street. And this one was a mattress pincushion. I've never done a mattress pincushion
I've been wanting to do
before.
that.
Oh, I hate it.
Oh, never mind. I'm not.
I spent all day.
Really?
They said, follow this blog or whatever. And so they was
Always
like
make it look so
hand
easy.
stitched. And so I I thought, an hour or so I'll get it finished. I spent all day Super Bowl Sunday working on this and wasn't happy. So I took it apart and redid it, and it's still wonky, but
I think
it's okay. It's okay. It's nothing, to write home about or show in a state fair or anything like that. But what I ended up doing is I thought, what would Vanna do? Well, she would have a cardboard pattern for this, or, so chipboard pattern. So I made the chipboard pattern, and then I took, instead of just stuffing it with fiber fill, I took what do you call it? The things you put inside of quilts.
Batting.
Quilt batting.
Batting.
I put quilt batting, and I cut out several layers of quilt batting to match the cardboard square, and then put it in here, and then sewed the back on so that it would all by hand, so that it would be kind of more level or even rather than
cute,
being
though.
wonky. So, yeah, and so when I was at Stitch Group last week, Joy from Joy Finally Finished by Joy was there, and I said, I was telling her my mattress pincushion woes, and she gave me some hints for stuff to do differently. She said, well, you have to hand sew, and I was like, I did hand sew it. So anyway, she gave me some hints about what to do differently next time. So maybe I'll get brave and try it again. I mean, I
think that first one's always the hardest. I mean, I feel that way about a drum. I want to do one. I've never done one.
First one I did, I stayed up till 1 a.m. doing it for a retreat. We got up early the next morning, redid it, stitched it. My husband drove, and I stitched it on the way up and got it done just as we pulled in. So, and it was okay. It was not, super, but it was okay. I was not embarrassed to hand it off. So
your work's never embarrassing. It's beautiful. All right. Boy, we're moving right along today.
Well, that's good because we have a lot of stuff here.
Let's see, whips. I did work. I did stitch a lot, but I
think you got a lot done.
I only worked on four projects, but I did get a lot done. I did do my Autumn Town, on which I worked 5 days on. So this was the first 5 days of the week, right after we had done our. So seems how I didn't have any place to go, but I got a lot done. I got the first page is done, and then I took it across to the sky, so I could see how wide. But isn't that gorgeous? And then anything that's green is not meant to be stitched, so that's why the color of the fabric. That's the path. But
that's
the color,
beautiful.
and I am using, this is a 28. I don't know the name of the fabric, but it's called Apple Harvest. Is the color of the fabric, but it's a 28 count, so I'm doing 2/2. And I'm using Victoria Motto. A friend of mine gave me a fall set, which I just kind of changed out the colors.
Oh, it looks great.
So the vibrancy is just gorgeous,
very pretty.
And then a very kind,
that's really good.
A very kind viewer had sent me this pattern. It's so cute. She knew me. Housework. A waste of good stitching time. She got me. And of course I got it, downloaded it right away, and started stitching on it. So I have the words done. And excuse a piece of thread, and I decided I just picked a color. And I think this is, what's that red? I can't think of it. Starts with an L. Anyway.
Licorice?
Yes, thank you. Anyway, housework. A waste. What is it? A waste of good stitching time. Anyway, I think it's really cute. So I just have the borders to do, and it'll be done. And I'm framing it.
And who's the designer?
It is my Big Toe Designs. So, and you can my Big Toe Designs. And so, if you like this and you feel the same way I do about housework, this is definitely a pattern for you. So I worked on that. And then I am really into my bunnies, and this is where I spent. Besides Autumn Town, I have 2, and I'll show you the patterns here in a minute. This is Cottage Garden. Sorry, folks. There she is. Somebody Loves You. Cottage Garden.
Oh, that's pretty.
Isn't that pretty? So, and then the middle part of the bunny is all filled with little hearts. So I think that's gonna turn out really cute.
I think so too. That's awesome.
So I've got her all outlined.
Yeah, outlined.
And so
the
it's
work's
just
done and starting on the tulip.
so she's really cute.
And what linen is this?
This is a gift. It is linen. It's a 36.
36.
It's a 36. I've got it 1/1. So
1/1 or 1/?
no, it's 1/1.
Wow.
So it's fun. It's a lot funner.
Tiny, tiny. Can't see that without my glasses.
Oh, I do have another whip. I forgot. I didn't iron this one. I'm sorry. But I started this one. It's the March play, Brenda Gervais.
Oh.
Wordplay, March. And I'm sorry, I received a large tub of multiple fabric as a gift, and so a lot of this is coming out of the tub, so I don't...
It's not marked.
It's not marked. So, and this is the same thing. And I believe this is 28. So I've got some of it done. Yeah, I think this top.
I love that one. I really
I
like
know.
that.
I
think
really.
that's so pretty.
I think this is one of my favorite ones I like of the patterns. Teresa Kogut, Curious Bunny. Is that just? It's just so sweet.
She really did a good job capturing like a little innocent bunny. And he's sniffing. He's not eating. Like.
Not bad. It's pretty good.
It's very good. They're not so innocent if they're in your yard eating your flowers.
No,
but
they're not.
He's just sniffing. He's being good.
So it's just got the flowers that goes around him, and he just like to stop and smell the flowers. So that turned out. So that's a fun one.
And this is what linen is this? Was this from the tub?
This is it's from the tub.
So this is the mystery linen.
Most of my stuff will probably be mystery linen.
It's very even.
I think it's a 16.
It's very even.
I'm only using one thread, so it might be 18. But
looks really nice. I mean, that's really good coverage, even though if it's for one thread.
So, and really, that's all I had for whips because I just kind of worked on these for the last 2 weeks, which I feel like I got a lot done.
You really did.
So
you did. I mean, that autumn tone,
which is unusual for me to stick with one project, but
that autumn tone you made a lot of progress on that.
I'm so excited. I wanted to get back to that. I thought, nope, your 5 days is up. So, but I'll do it again starting this week.
Okay, so my plan is to do at least 2 Fridays a month where I'm doing some kind of fall stitching. And so since I'm done with fall most of all, I pulled out my next whip that I'm closest to being done to being completed. And it is this October 31st, this Barbara Designs. And I just can't get enthusiastic about it. This is a mystery linen. It's 36 count, but I don't know exactly what it is. I bought it at the shop, and this is what they picked out for it. This is that Valdani threads, and as others have mentioned, I was not thrilled using the Valdani, so I made like a conversion. And it just, I have to like force myself to stitch on it because I'm just not
thick.
No, I mean, I don't like the way it has snowflakes. The snowflakes aren't showing up, and yeah, I like the pumpkin, I like the cat, but so we were talking in Stitch Group, and I said, what is, people say UFO, what's UFO? And they said, well, that's unfinished object. And I said, I mean, really, your whips are all UFOs, right? Because they're unfinished objects.
Well, they are, but that's your work in progress. Are you working on it? Mm-hmm. If you're not working on it, then it's a UFO.
I think it should be a. I think it should
UW.
No, I think it should be a PUFO. Permanently unfinished object. So I'm going to call this a PUFO. You heard it here first. And I'm just not enjoying working on it. And there's too many fun things I want to work on. So
there you go.
That's going to be PUFO'd.
And it's like she's a grown up and she can do it. That's what I say.
And so I had to hang out in the doctor's office some today with my husband. And so I took this along, and I am going to go back to working on Gather In
yeah.
by Plum Street Gatherings.
You show it.
And so I just pulled
Those
this
little
out,
tiny
and
stitches.
I thought, this will be easy because it was just, kind of fill in kind of things. So that was pretty easy to just sit there and do. And so I'm going to be, this is one of the ones, I'm probably going to have a few different ones I'm working on Fridays, but that is definitely going to be one that I'd like to get back to and make some good progress on. And this is in my Owl Lady bag, and I mean the interior is just gorgeous. I love those are those like snowy owls or barn owls? I'm not sure what they are, but really, really pretty. So that's going to be my Fall Friday sewing project. And then I wanted to finish Vintage Birds. I wanted to get it finished this month, and I don't think I'm going to get it finished because, hey, squirrel. Because I didn't get as much stitching time as I thought for various reasons, but I put in all of this green branch. I'm going to have to redo some of that, is wonky. Put in the flower and started the bird. So I'm making decent progress on this one. And this is one of our bags from Quilter Station. So love that bag.
Love your needle minder.
I know, I don't remember where I got that, but it's such pretty colors, and it's a nice big one, so it really holds the needle really well.
Lady Stitcher.
I made a little bit of progress on this, and I will admit, when I have my stitchy time, I've been spending way too much time on Instagram seeing what's coming out at market. So
It's pretty exciting. That market's pretty exciting.
So I mentioned I'm stitching this with our friend Kay, and got a little more progress on the little berry basket. Started on the urn for this berry basket, and this is on 36 count. Someone asked me what linen this was. This is 36 count Ren. This side is on the Ren. And so
I love that.
I am enjoying that. She's, of course, way ahead of me because she started earlier and read directions and all that good stuff. And this is a bag by Mama Joan. Kind of a little farmhouse scene. Let's see. Someone asked to see this. Martha Evans. I started the Martha Evans sal for Brenda's birthday. And someone told me, I think one of the comments was someone's finished already. Then 3 weeks they said they're monogamous, and it's like I could be monogamous, I still don't think I'd get it done.
I don't know.
That's the beautiful pattern by Scarlet House rather. And I usually start on the bottom left, and that's what I did. And someone said I need to hold it up here a little longer. So those are my colors, and yes, they are very dark.
It is.
It does look darker than it does on the pattern.
It does.
And I'm doing this with a Vera Soie, and I'm doing it on 40 count vintage light exemplar. So I have all the Vera Soie in the. I like the floss away bags. So
Floss is pretty.
And then this is another one of our bags from Quilter Station with the Blackbird fabric.
Love the blue.
They're pretty.
If they have any left when I go the next time, I'm gonna get one.
I have all these whips this time. Not a lot of progress, but I sure got started on a lot of things.
A lot of wish things.
Lucy Barber was I think I started it on February 14th. That was kind of like, people are starting it whenever, but that was like one of the official start date, I thought. This is an exclusive through Traditional Stitches, and you could buy the whole kit, which is what I did. And if you ordered by a certain time, you also got some of the little, like the floss, the ring bling. Oh, isn't that pretty? But here's my. So this one I started in the upper left-hand corner because they mentioned as they go along and do this, they're going to tell you what kind of some of the pitfalls you might watch out for. And I thought, well, if there's a pitfall to be made, I will do it. So I'm trying to think how this goes like that.
Okay.
Aren't those pretty? And I'm doing
I
this
like
in the
these look
100 threes.
very springy. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Pretty.
But yeah.
Oh, I just want to do it.
So this one is 46
I'm just in such
count.
a stitchy mood.
This is my first 46 count.
Oh, yay!
And I think Kay had it, and she's done some of the flowers. They look really, really pretty. But I just was doing the vine and just happy.
Good for you.
I know. You're in a stitchy mood.
I'm in such a state. I have pulled.
Oh, is this a Seneca
no,
joke?
no. This is real. This is real.
So gullible. I don't know.
No, I told you that I bought a whole bunch of 3-ring binders and have been taking and just seeing things that I haven't seen for a while.
Oh, yeah.
And now that we've gone into a new season, because I pulled all my spring stuff out to maybe share with you. But anyway, I was like, oh my gosh, I bought this probably back in 2020, and now I just feel a lot more confident in stitching. That.
Oh, that's good.
I know. I feel like
nice. It is. It's a journey.
It is a
Just
journey.
to get better. Maybe I'll get better at mattress finishes one of these days. Yeah, it's nice to see your progress.
I just really
you're doing 36 count and.
So, but I still like to do 14, 18, 16. Whatever I happen to pull up. But it is fun to think, and like some of my finishes even that I've done, I go, Lenny, I think you could probably.
Well, it's all what makes you happy. I mean, I wanted to try a 46 count because, I've never done that before. And I thought, well, I'm going to give it a try. And I do like that one. This is in one of my Sheba Designs bags. Isn't that pretty?
Oh.
They're really pretty.
Striking.
Very nice bags. So that one. And then I was kind of like I don't know. This was really, really challenging because this was my morning stitch. And I had showed you this is a quarterly club by Hands On Design.
Do you find those circular ones difficult? Is that
to finish?
No, just to stitch. Okay. I have trouble when they trying to keep my pattern, to where I don't skip in the round.
Oh, well, I must because I did have to rip a lot. So
okay.
I'm lying. Yeah, I have a lot of trouble. I did. And this is on, everything comes with this kit. I'm trying to see what it says. I think it's on maybe 28 counts. So I went from doing maybe it's 32 count Platinum Belfast. And that was my progress so far. So I went from doing 28 count in the morning to 46 count at night. So it did take a little bit of time for my eyes to adjust.
But
does. I love that. Look at the springy colors.
I know.
It just makes me so happy.
And it'll be pretty in the round.
So yeah, no, I messed up on my leaves, and something else I messed up on. One of these is off a little bit. I can't remember which one, and I'm trying to use.
Oh, look at the pretty colors.
Yeah, I'm trying to use Jean Lee's. Always go forward, move forward, don't go backward. Yeah. Those are the colors.
Except when you move forward, it's like, I can't live with this. I have to tear this out.
And then another Sheba Designs bag.
Oh, I like the bag.
That pretty.
Oh,
it has this very springy with the little hearts. And then I had a surprise start. I didn't know I was going to do this. Have you ever had some design that all of a sudden it just seems like you're seeing it everywhere, and it's not like, there's some designs that you see it everywhere because everyone is looking, working on it at once, but I just started seeing this, Sherry Kramer just showed her finish, and her framed finish of this. I was at Quilter Station for a stitch group on Saturday, and look up, and they don't have a ton of models on the wall because they have other stuff, but it's one of the framed pieces they have at Quilter Station. And then I saw Bridgen, the museum stitcher, and our friend Sarah from Sarah Stitchy Spot said they were going to do a start along for Oh Joyeous Day, and I said I have it kitted up. I'm seeing it everywhere. I have has little tulips, so it seems like an appropriate thing to start, and it just also is appropriate with, expecting our little grandbaby boy within a month. So so I just did a tiny start on this. I started again in the lower left just last night, and that's all I got done on it. But This is on 36 count legacy, 40 count legacy.
I was going to say, I knew you were going to say legacy. I love that fabric. That's my favorite fabric.
Oh, is it? Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's a lot more green than others.
I think I like the green in it.
Well, I mean, it has a lot of green in this. So, but right away, I have a question. So, on the pattern, and I did read directions.
Well, surprise, surprise.
This is listed as being, let me see what this is listed as being. It's something light. It's like corn silk or chickpeas or one of these. I'm wondering if it's camouflage.
Are we talking about
this? So I'm talking about this little border down here. Okay. It's listed as being something kind of a gold color. So,
comment and let us know.
Yeah,
because I know people are.
So many people have done it, and I'm thinking that it's listed as being something like, I think it's listed as being like corn silk. It's something really, really light, but I'm wondering if it's camouflage. I think it's definitely something darker than what they're showing. So this is the, okay, am I reading this wrong? This is the symbol of sandcastle. That's the symbol. See?
That's sandcastle.
Well, it doesn't look like sandcastle to me, does it?
Well, that's the symbol. Okay, let us know, because I know
it's sandcastle.
Huh. But so you use camouflage on it?
Well, I didn't do it. I just was going to skip and see if someone can help me. help!
No, that's definitely sandcastle. I mean, the emblem is sandcastle, but that looks very dark. Mm-hmm. Okay, I know you guys, I know a few of you out there, I've seen it. Elizabeth, I know you've done it. Let us know what color that is.
Yeah.
And Sarah, I think you're working on it also.
Yeah, so, I might text her and see what she says.
Okay.
And this bag is a hummingbird hollow bag, and I love the blue toile.
It's amazing.
Isn't it pretty? So that's my whips.
All right, you got a lot of work to do.
I know. A little bit to keep me busy.
Okay. We have a lot of spring to share with you, but I wanted to ask first. First, I am so sorry that I do this. I need to go get my glasses fixed. And I remember in grade school, I had a teacher, and every time she bent her head over, she lifted up and put her glasses up. Oh my God. Yes, I am old. I know that. But it's like, that's on my list to do.
Oh,
go get your glasses.
That's what you remember.
I know. And it's like, she'd come down and she'd lift her head up and her glasses are down to here. And we all kind of like, anyway, I do that too. Okay. Well, do you know how rabbits travel?
No.
By airplane. Oh, we got lots of spring for you. I can't wait. I'm so excited for spring. Want to share, this was on loan to me, and I know I showed these, I found them on eBay as finished pillows, and I was very excited, and I thought that I would never get them in my lifetime because they're out of print, and now I have them, and I want to finish them myself. So thank you, dear friend. So she sent me Ira and Ida Mae. And yes, they are exactly the ones I got on eBay, but they're not mine. So
going to be stitched by Lenny.
I'm going to be stitched by me. Okay. All right.
Are you changing colors or anything? Yeah, I'll do that.
I was
Brenda.
trying to find something that I had in my stash, and if I can't find it, I don't think I'll change it. I think I'll look for the fabric because they're too perfect. Okay, these are in no order.
And this is a Dot Goose Designs bag.
Yes.
Very fun.
I got this little package. I'm sorry. I'll check here. I think I know what it is, but I don't want to say something wrong. Yeah, Mom and I Designs, and they're on Etsy. And there's a little pillow, a little kit. Everything comes in it, and it will finish out into this sweet little pillow with 4 little wool squares on it, little buttons, little lazy daisies, just something really springy to put into your dough bowl. So that was one of my spring. You want to take turns, or we just do it? Okay, we'll just do it.
I might have them, I think we might, probably won't, but may have something that's the same, and then we can skip it.
This is something that I just got new. that I have been wanting. You know how I feel about couples. So this is by Kathy Barrick. And I think this is from no, that's the address.
I was going to say that.
I was like,
Well, say
wait a minute.
2180, 2108.
I thought it said 2018. Okay, we're both being pretty. All right, so anyway, this is Rebecca, and this is Rodney. So Rodney and Rebecca. Aren't those sweet? A lot of stitching, but I love them.
That one says, well, that says 2014, but
It
is that
does.
just that picture? Maybe her blog? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think
It
they're
doesn't
that
make any
old.
difference.
I don't think they're that. I like those.
And and it's so funny because I'll
They're
go
funny
through.
with the design in his little fur.
Oh, there's so many, and I did order one, and I didn't get it today, but it's from Darn Privé, the snow globe bunny. Oh, he's so cute. I'll wait until I get him. I'm sorry. Grab the wrong bag. All right. Sorry. All right, I picked some things that are just, to me, spring, and that I want to do in spring because I think they look like spring. Plum Street, the beekeeper. So I think she's really, I love her bubble butts. But
Bustle.
oh,
Is that
bustle. Sorry. And then I've got colors. I did the DMC on this. Well, I did mixed. So this is the beekeeper. And I picked this one for the L. This got my L. LaDDa, and this was a kit. I mean, gosh, I even have a pencil. So, and it has everything. It's a needle kit, needle book kit. And it's got everything inside. And I want to do that one. We did get these earlier, and I got one for Roberta from Missouri. These are from Milk Thread, and it's just got the Kansas. So I want to get it done to put that in our dough bowl. She has all 50 states out now, and her husband did a floss tube earlier this week. And kind of the people that had traveled, and they gathered information from each of the states, and it's really quite a history lesson. I mean, if you have little kids, it's good for them too. Okay. This was a freebie that I got at Stitch Club, and it's Blackbird Designs and Moments, and it's just like a little bird.
And you probably won't be able to find that. That was what we got from part of, it was from the fall.
Oh, yes, that's
That
right.
was from the fall
We did
retreat.
get that. I'm sorry,
So
wrong place.
that is a excerpt from a larger sampler. That was just like a little project. So that is probably coming out at some point.
Yeah.
But probably not until
You're right.
at least this fall.
Okay. Oh, this is a new one I
Oh
got.
my goodness. I haven't seen that.
Plum Street Hare's Hunt. Can you see the mama with their little baby bunnies walking under the tulips? Oh, I love their little skinny legs. So,
Very cute.
with their little Easter baskets. Spring, Notforgotten Farn. Folkbird, another needle book. Whether I'll finish these in needle books, I'm not too sure, but they're just so darn cute. Look at
That's
that.
very cute.
Breast
I have
on that.
seen some people do that. I think that's just kind of that just is even though it's primitive, it seems like it appeals to a lot of people.
Oh, it's just cute. When flowers blossom, the flower doesn't dream of the bee, it blossoms and the bee comes. So I guess maybe more summer, but it's still something I want to do. It's just flowers. Spring on the flowers.
And you might, I don't know how widespread robins are. It just says folk bird needle book, but that looks like a robin. And for us here in like the Midwest, robins are like a harbinger of spring. Especially when I lived up in Iowa, you didn't see them all winter.
That's right.
migrate. Here they seem to hang. You always have.
They
some
kind of
hanging
hang out a
around.
little bit more now, I think, because our weather's probably
Warmer,
a little bit
warmer.
But it used to be when the
it
kids were in school. We go, oh, we saw a robin today.
I know.
And
It was like a big event when. I mean, that was usually out in March. They'd start coming back in Iowa. So.
This one is a Love Mini Quaker from the Heart Needle Art by Wendy. It's called Love Mini Quilt. I think the colors just scream spring. And we can't pass up Little House Needleworks, the spring Needlework ABCs. I thought I had grabbed the spring. I do have the spring one. I guess I didn't grab it. Needlework ABCs, but she does have a spring ABC that I want to do also. And because I can't pass it up, Brenda Gervais and her mice. Like I said, I think mice are so cute with clothes on, but not crawling around on your floor. But anyway, so that's kind of my spring.
Yeah, helping out in the sewing room would be great, right?
Yeah, they can needle my threads. They can thread my needles. Oh, and this is a new bag I got from Hometown Needleworks. It's so cute. It has all kinds, and it's kind of the canvasy. So,
That's very heavy duty.
so and canvasy on the inside. But this is nice, carry heavy stuff in, and I love all the stitching stuff. Okay.
This is a older. I don't know how old this is. I don't know if this is Blackbird Designs. These look like spring colors to me. This one's called Dear August, and they did that for one of their, I think like a nephew or something. It was like a little birth box they made for someone's birth. And so even though, I mean, it's not meant to be August, the little boy's name was August, so you could just personalize that however.
Oh, I like
And
this
that looks
one.
like a little parrot, but it's really sweet little spring-like colors. And then, yeah.
Show the back too.
They have, I was going to see if there's have a better picture of that.
Which magazine is that from?
This is from
Oh, yes.
Friendship's Way.
Okay.
Then they have the little strawberries, and I think at Market she had them displayed in a box. And I think we've seen that when she has done trunk shows at Quilters Station.
She just has it
across
laid out. The
Stitches.
little
Yeah,
vignettes are so
yeah.
pretty. It's just,
So that one just reminds me of spring with those colors, and that is in a Just
Oh,
Crossing
are they-
Stitches
oh,
bag.
that's true.
This is by Hello
Your
from Liz
bag.
Matthew. I think those are very, very springy looking colors. And yeah, that's a Dutch sampler. And I did the AL sampler last year.
Oh,
And
still
I got
that
a very
bag.
springy looking bag. This is another one by Sheba Designs. And let's see, I think I have the floss with this. I have it kitted up with silks, needlepoint NPIs.
That's going to be a
And
pretty
this
one.
will be on, I was thinking about doing this on Thornfield, 40 count Thornfield. So I would like
I
to
hear
set
that name out a
one.
lot.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people are.
Yeah. And then I've showed some of these old Needle Love books before. This one was Springtime Threads. So it had like this, I did this rug when I first started doing rug hooking. It's pretty sad. It's not very good. And then a lot of wool projects.
I love those magazines.
A lot of cute wool projects.
Oh, Mrs. Eisenberg.
Here it is. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
made this rabbit out of the brown wool. I had similar little overalls for him. He had a little, you can see his like little tie around his neck. Looks like kind of like a little carrot. And I donated him when we moved.
Oh,
I was looking for him last year. I was going to show some of the stuff I used to make because he was really kind of cute, but I guess didn't think I would be decorating like that here. So, and then of course punch needle and primitive stitcher. This is the spring 2020
I need to go through my old
issue.
ones.
Yeah, I mean this. Look at that. I mean that's kind of similar to some of the bunny. Is
Well,
this?
that's kind of like.
That's kind of like that
Is
one.
that
you did.
Rebecca?
No, or is that the one? That's not the one you showed earlier, was it?
Oh, no.
no.
But similar.
So
nice grouping.
yeah, these are always really good.
Kay had given me a tub of some goodies, and inside that was all these old 1990 old cross stitch books. I mean, these are.
Well, this one, I mean, that one.
I remember that book. I remember getting that
stand
book.
the test of time, I think. Yeah, that's kind of a classic.
And there's our old geese and teddy bears. These are fun. I that day, my birthday, when it was 60 some odd, I went outside on the swing and just perused all these old catalogs. It was so much fun. If anybody's interested in these vintage magazines, let me know.
Well, this is the premiere issue for The Love of Cross Stitch.
There you go. I like little Amish people.
Oh, I didn't.
So.
Oh my goodness.
I know. There's really some precious. I did see a couple little things in there. I thought that were really cute. Tally ho! Look at these. I mean, and then you think about. I just thought the Santa's face was. I thought his face was kind of cute. You think about when we were interested in stitching in the 1980s, and then, we kind of kept seeing the same things, but, they're nice and vintage now, but it has just changed so much. Anyway, they're really fun to look at. And you could adapt them, change colors. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I received quite a few of them, so they were fun to I did get a few new things. Kind of play. I need some floss rings because I got so many projects going, and I'm really trying to get organized. This is a new person I found was Sophia Violet Designs, and floss ring with the little sunflower in the back, and
very cute
little buttons and little tiny buttons.
It's really
just really
pretty. I think they call these cabochon.
Yes. This one is
pretty.
Also Sophia, and this has got like a little needle and thread, and then she has little buttons on the back, and a little thimble, and one more I got. Sophia Violet, and this is kind of a copper, but with the flag and a star charm.
Oh, it's kind of fun to match these to your project.
They look a whole lot better than my, what's that, twisty stuff? The chenille.
Like bread.
Oh, what's those?
Oh yeah, well, chenille stems, like pipe cleaners.
Pipe cleaners. They work a whole lot better than my pipe cleaners. Oh, here's one more. This one came from Sweet Autumn.
You're going to be all organized.
I know. I can't get that out. Oh, well, I'm sorry. I can't get This is a... it says, Stitching the Day Away. That's what I did. And it has pretty little beads on it. So, yes, I am. And then my... Oh!
What?
And from my friend for my birthday. A very cute little fox. And one more. I think this came from Autumn. Sweet Autumn. Sweet Autumn Stitch. And it just says love, love.
And that's an Etsy shop?
And these these are Etsy shops. Sweet Autumn Stitch and Sophia Violet Designs.
Oh, this
was from Olivia from Pumpkin Hollow.
Oh.
And then I crocheted this little flower on it. So there's
she does very nice bags.
Just nice inside. Oh no, that's her tag. Okay. And then the back. It's grow. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. Grow your own way. Don't worry, be happy. Such a springy fun. Okay. Mm-hmm. I kind of.
So, yeah, the new things. What do I have that's new? I don't have very much haul. I was pretty good. I did want to let you know, I don't think I showed this last time, on Needlework Press's blog, they have, I'm just going to flash it, freebies. And if you look under freebies, this is Hannah's Valentine, and they just have some cute little freebies for the season on their blog. I'm in the Fabric of the Month Club with, I'll put up this girl up here. It's somewhere in New Jersey. It's Needlework. What is it? Needlework. Stitch New England, maybe? Stitch New England. I'll scroll it here. And so this is their fabric for February, and it's called Amber Waves, 40 count 8, or linen rather. So it says amber. It reads a little orange to me.
Or yellow.
Yeah.
But I think once you put floss on there also, I think it changes the color.
It's very
too.
springy. I think it's a very springy color. And then a lot of people have been showing this. It wasn't on my radar, but Blackberry House by Plum Street Samplers. I think, Megan, I think, has worked on it. It's Megan from Seattle Stitcher, I think, did it. And then also, I'm thinking Bridget did it from the Museum Stitcher, and someone else. Oh, Elizabeth from Elizabeth Can Stitch showed her finished one. So I got that from a vendor, an online vendor who's new to me, and it's called Cobweb Corner in Swisher, Iowa, which is near where I grew up. So I ordered it, and I mean, it must have gone out the same day because
Carla Cobweb Corner.
I'm not sure what her name was. And then I went to a book sale, and this is called Hearts and Hands: The Influence of Women and Quilts on History.
That's right up your alley.
Yeah, less than $2.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, how could you pass that up? And so I started reading it a little bit, and so that's just very interesting to me to kind of read about, because women. It did talk a little bit about how women were not, remembered in history, and this was one way for them to have some kind of like a permanent record. Like it mentioned, this is apparently like a very famous picture here, and in later pictures, and this is vintage photograph of United States Sanitary Commission and Soldiers Aid Society storefront, and in later pictures the women in the pictures were removed, cropped out or something. So
I think that's then we talked about this, the samplers. That was the one place that women could sign their name to any kind of document. So.
Do you want to talk about, do you have top 10 or?
I do, but I forgot this other little bag. I'll go through this real fast. I finally broke down about that DMC.
I've been wanting to do that. I'd love to see that.
I finally did it.
See what that looks like.
And
seems like a very practical thing to have.
I was using a lot because I was home and I didn't have the threads I was looking for, so trying to find substitutes. But it really is cool. I mean, to have the real threads in there and be so true to color. So if I wanted to use something else, I could, or vice versa. So I have a lot more DMC than I have anything else. So I finally did break down.
So do you get this from Amazon?
I bought it from DMC.
Okay.
And I think it was $20, so it wasn't bad.
I didn't know it was made. It says made in France. I didn't know that.
I didn't either. I did order this on Amazon. It's a seasonal wool applique, but it has winter, spring, summer, fall. Let's see.
Cute.
It's kind of an autumn. The pumpkin. Oh, Down at the Seashore. It was just kind of another fun book.
That's by Elizabeth Ann Angus.
Yes.
So
let me show the back one. It's kind of a fun one. I'm in the floss back quarter, floss fix, and because they'd already gone through the alphabet, they are now because they already went through the color wave. They are now going through the alphabet, the floss in order. So starting with A. So anyway, so that was fun.
And this is, and then obviously Classic Colorworks. Oh, that purple's pretty.
And I did buy this pattern and got this fabric through Christine Hollis.
Those are pretty colors.
This is a 36 count Heartland. No. Yes, I mean it is. I don't know what I got that for. This is the fabric that I bought from Christine Hollis. And I'm going to do the coverlet down here. And one last Olivia.
A lot of stitching.
Yes, it is. Olivia from Pumpkin Hollow Quilts puts this up every fall. And I love embroidery. I don't do it as much as I wanted to. So while this was still available, I bought the magazine, Hocus Pocusville.
Did you get that directly from Crabapple Hill?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Yes, I have been tempted with that one too. That just, I wonder, has she ever said how long it took her to do that? I love that. I just think that's...
I don't know. I did the ABC Snowman from Crabapple Hill.
Oh, did you?
And a friend of mine did the We Wish You a Merry Christmas. Anyway, she did it, and it just inspired me to... You can do it, Lenny. So I'm going to kind of wait because I'm looking for some tone-on-tone creams, and I was kind of hoping maybe something would come out around fall time to... This will be a long-term project, but...
I think she said that's one of her favorite quilts.
She did, and, you know, I said, you
Never.
just...
But we thought it would be fun because... Well, I've been spending, like I said, I've been spending a lot of time looking at all that's coming out to list just kind of 10 designs, not necessarily in any order, that have really called our name that we've been seeing for market. So,
Okay, you go ahead.
One of the first ones I noticed was Anne Pilgrim and I just picked one. There's some designers, it's like I love everything, but I'm only picking one. So Anne Pilgrim by Rebel Stitches, and what the pattern looks like, but basically it's a reproduction pattern in colors that I really like, and it's one of those patterns that it's a mirror image on right and left side. So, but that is one that as soon as I saw that one was really like, yes.
I picked JBW Stitching in the Round. I did her bunny, and I just think she's brilliant, and it's so cute. It has all the little bobbins and scissors and everything around, so I want to do that one.
Okay. I actually, if I listed this would probably be like the #1 Blackbird Designs Birds of a Feather.
Oh, I have that one down on my list too.
I mean, yes. I mean, how long have we been...
We've been waiting for that one to come.
And our friends... Yeah, so very, very excited to be able to get our hands on that.
I'm very excited to get our hands on that one. I forgot to write the name. I forgot to write who designed this. Cinnamon House?
Oh, Pansy.
Oh, is that right? Pansy
Quilts.
House?
Pansy House Quilts, I think.
Houses on Pump. Oh, yeah, the Cinnamon House.
And I think that's the series. There's a series of like 9 of them or something. So. Okay. And this by Hello from Liz Matthews, and it's the Vanity Sampler.
Oh, yes.
And I have it because she released it to us last year at Quilters
At our
Station Cross Stitch Extravaganza. And if she didn't, it would be one that I would be jumping in my cart because those are my colors. And yes, and then just the design, that big, I guess, kind of carnation, the butterfly, the motifs. Love that one. So that was one of my top releases.
Brenda Gervais, the robins are here, and robins have 2 bees in it. It's a couple. I have to do it.
And I had Brenda Gervais, Marianne Kopp. Marianne Kopp is a reproduction sampler. Again, very mirror image, but I was just looking at it, and I just love the colors. I think it's the colors and the border and just kind of the motifs.
I also chose Manny Donna, the seasonal salt box. So I just love houses. I can't. Houses, alphabets, bunnies, strawberries.
Okay, Stacy Nash, I loved all of her releases, but the parsnip needle book I thought was with the wool, and I do love a good root vegetable. And it has a little bunny. The embroidered part is a little running bunny, so I thought that was very, very cute.
Because I like bunnies. Jeannette Douglas has Chubby Bunny. He's just such a cute little fat bunny. How can you not like him?
Yeah, I thought he was very cute too. 1897 is releasing or bringing, I think, 32 reproduction samplers to market. And the one that really caught my eye is Let No Net Ensnare. It's very graphic, and it has like a border of bold red flowers, and in the middle is a parrot with like red, white, and blue wings. And yeah, so very different for me, but yeah.
Teresa Kogut, I have a couple of hers that I really... Strawberry Manor, I think, is just... It's big, but it's beautiful. I really want to do that.
And I had Teresa Kogut, and I had her sampler Remember Me, again, a really pretty... It's like a new Rhode Island sampler. That one I loved.
Another Teresa Kogut that I liked is seasonal, but it's so darn cute. Egg Collector. And the bunny is standing, and she's got her little scissors, and she's snipping.
I know, that's so imaginative.
And it's so cute because she has the eggs on the tree, but then there's 2 in her basket and 2 that she's cut off from the tree. So just so clever to think it all the way through.
Yeah, that one, I did order that one. Sampler's Not Forgotten. I like her kits. She usually has like several kits that come out at market, and I've gotten one every year, and they are just so pretty. This one is called Key to My Heart Kit Corner, and it's
okay. One of my favorite ones, I think, because I love Amish country. I've been collecting P. Buckley Moss prints and cross stitch and stuff for years. Is the Twin Peak Amish country. It's another big quilt.
That's one you said right from the beginning.
Yeah, right from the beginning was.
Yeah, some of their pieces are pretty big, I think.
Might be something that I pick here and there, not do the whole thing. But gosh, in my dreams, I would love to be able to do that.
Kathy Barrick, I Give You My Hand, and this is another one that we happen to have because of our cross stitch retreat last year. I love it on. I think this is seaweed or eucalyptus. I love it on the dark linen. So she, knew we had options, so she didn't provide the linen with this kit, but we got, the kit to make the little gloves and a paper one. So if I didn't already have it, that would be one I'd be ordering.
And Stacy Walker in our stitch group, Stacy with an E, she just had hers framed, and she
really?
Yeah,
okay.
She brought it. I think the weekend that you didn't make it, and she did it in the blue green. Oh my gosh, it was gorgeous. So
did it have a similar frame? I wonder if she posted that. I don't remember seeing that on Instagram. But yeah, that would be one I'd be ordering if I didn't already have it.
And again, I have so many choices, but I think the one that I because I've been Luminous Fibers, the Gathering series. I think I have them all except the Gathering Berries, and I've done them all. But she has Gathering Stitches, and
I have that one pre-ordered.
Yeah, so that's
that one is really cute.
So that's on the
it's
top.
Like sewing. It's the little bird, and it has like I think.
The scissors and the thimble and we could go on all afternoon, but.
My final one is Annie Beez, the blue work pairs. I got the red work ones last year, and the blue work ones are just as lovely. And I could see that kind of goes a little better with my house. I don't have a lot of red in the house, but yeah, I could definitely have a blue work pair sitting out all day. And they turned out good. And that was like my first time finishing a pair, and it turned out okay.
It turned out really good.
Anyway,
so those are our top 10.
Yeah,
but not that.
No, and it's kind of like Lenny says, I go through my stuff too. I've been trying to get a little more organized and just are pulling things to show, and I get so excited about everything I have.
I am just so passionate about this.
Yeah,
I told we were watching Will Trent or something last night on TV, and I go, "Have I told you?" And I think he was going to say that I love you. But I said, have I told you how much I love cross stitch? I think he was disappointed, but sorry, honey. I love you too. But I really love cross stitch.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a good thing for so many reasons, to keep you calm and keep you focused, and we love it for the community it brings. It brings to all of us, and we've had a lot of opportunity to meet people, and we're really appreciative of this. Appreciative of we like it a lot.
There you go.
So this is another project that's coming out that we, got at our cross stitch extravaganza, and we got the kit, so we have the fabric to go with it. And I know someone in our group has finished this already.
Oh,
I want to, it's not very big. I want to do it, but I'm seeing the bag in greens and creams. Maybe I just, when I think about this, I might not do the
pick
blue.
any color you want to.
Yeah, I think I would do like it as on a project bag, and also I want to learn how to do the project bags where they fold over. I think Elizabeth Can Stitch has a.
We should get together because that's another thing on my bucket list. Is
learn how to.
And I do want to put some cross stitch in the middle of my project bags, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm be afraid to do it until I learn how to do a project bag.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll have to watch that and figure that out. But yep, that was another one.
When you retire.
Yeah. And so we got, like I said, we got all the supplies for it, the filling, the
Batting.
fill, batting.
Or stabilizer, all that good stuff. Usable.
Fabric. So, all right, so plans.
Oh, gosh.
You know anything you're going to be working on?
I'm going to... I don't have anything to do.
Oh.
I am going to finish those bunnies. I asked when...
Can't wait till we get some patterns.
Can't wait till Margaret to where I could buy something, because I told Ike how much I love cross stitch to where how much therapy, it calmed you down, retail therapy. But I'm gonna work on my bunnies. I'll put 5 days into my autumn town, and I'll throw in a couple new starts because that's the way I am.
Because you can.
Because I'm a grown up.
And, everything I have on my list, I don't have ordered right away, because some of these designers, I know I'm going to be seeing them, like Stacy Nash is going to be at the cross stitch extravaganza in April. So I'll have a chance to buy later on. And so I do have a few things on pre-order. I especially try to do things that are like market exclusives that might have a limited run kind of thing, but a lot of things I'm just going to wait throughout the year.
Yeah, we don't have to buy everything up front, but I want to. But I know that they will be there.
So,
but I've got my top 10.
Mm-hmm. So my focus, like I said, I'm going to really try to focus on vintage birds. I want to get that finished. I would like to get back and put a few more hours in on, and my hands-on design, my stitching in the round, because that is for spring, and spring's coming up next month. I really want to get those two things finished in the near future. And then I have the needle book from my Needlework Press red. It's called, the Lone Eagle Sampler. I'm going to finish that. I thought I'd get that finished last weekend, and then just ran out of time with other stuff going on.
I know. I can't believe we're approaching March already. And
well, sometime before this cold thing snap, there's some grass greening up out there. Have you seen that? I've noticed some of the grass.
Our strawberries are coming up.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
So, and what's the phlox? I do see green coming up. So
yeah,
but
spring is around the corner.
We had this we dropped 30 or 40 degrees in one day, but then we're supposed to warm back up to 60.
Wow.
By the weekend, so I'll take it.
Okay, well, they said we have like a winter storm warning tonight, but because it's going to be cold and might be rainy or something, but
crud.
So those are kind of my tentative plans, and then we will probably be back in 3 weeks, and we'll show you what we did.
Yeah, we're going to be a little bit longer,
because sometimes life happens.
And
yeah.
So, but we'll see it.
Hopefully, Lenny will have her MRI.
I have my MRI March the 1st, so
it got moved up.
I did. They called yesterday, and they were able to move it up.
That's next
9
week,
days.
So that's good.
So I'll find out what's going on. Doggone it! We moved all the rugs out of the way so I could push around a walker. Oh, it's awful. I'm sorry, people. But anyway,
And then we want to thank
Christy from Java Girl. Thank you, Christy. That was very sweet of you.
We appreciate the shout out from Christy at Java Girl. We definitely saw a bump in our numbers since then.
And we are almost at 6,000.
So we'll probably be doing a special giveaway next time to kind of celebrate that. We appreciate you spending time with us. We were wondering, we like to hear from you. We like to get to know you. And so since we're talking, we're going to be getting a few new patterns and things and getting organized. What is your favorite organizing tip for anything? If it's patterns, if it's your floss, if it's your linens. Well, I love organizing, and Wendy's been an organizing diva over here. So
you should see the house, because I had pulled everything out to start all over again, and then my knee happened. So it's still out. Housework.
Yeah, but we like your organizing tips, so let us know what that is. Oh, and that reminds me, someone said there's a pattern out that says buying cross stitch like I'm immortal.
I saw that.
And they said, oh, that reminds me of you. And I thought, it reminded me of me too.
I saw that.
Yes, that is a good one.
I thought it was a 200-year plan, but I like the immortal better.
Yes, so.
Oh, we want to thank everybody for all the kind comments. We received so many kind comments, and getting to, like Roberta said, we are getting to know each other and being able to converse back and forth and joke around and Lucy and Ethel. But and the birthday wishes, that was so kind.
Yeah. I've watched a lot of Flosstube too. I've watched the antique stitchers.
Oh,
need
yes.
to watch the mill tour.
Oh, it was beautiful.
I kind of skimmed through it, but I haven't had time to sit down and watch the whole thing yet. So then I guess from what Elizabeth Can Stitch said, she wants like a 2-story studio now. So it's kind of sounds kind of dangerous.
We're going to come by, Shelley, sometime. Just ring your doorbell, knock, knock, knock. Surprise! Or supplies! But can you show us around? It's beautiful. It's just absolutely stunning. So,
all right.
Well, maybe I'll.
Yep. So, if you've enjoyed this, we appreciate you spending time with us. We hope that you would like and subscribe. And because, like we said, when we get to 6,000 subscribers, we're going to do another giveaway, and we're kind of pulling some things to do for that. Hopefully, our next video. And we just want to keep in touch with you, want to get to know you, and so. We really appreciate your time. We love getting to meet you, getting to know you. We love it when you say hi. So, yeah. Joke alert.
You know what the corn says when it receives a compliment? Like you all said so many kind things?
No.
Aw, shucks.
Oh, very good. So, like and subscribe, please, and we will see you in 3 weeks. We love you. Happy stitching. Bye.